Hi, everybody. Try 3 Science for Tuesday, June 30th. So, the good news is this is your next to the last video. There will not be a video tomorrow because today's assignment is in 2 parts, so all of your directions will be here today. So I guess the bad news is this one might be a little bit long because we're going to go over all 7 stations just to make sure everybody knows how to get to everything they need and get this assignment done. You get to choose how you break up the 7 stations. You can do them all at once. You can break them up 3 and 4. You can wait till Wednesday. You can do it however you like. So at this point in the week, be sure that you have watched and completed the June 29th Ed Puzzle video and questions, and that you've completed the Amoeba Sisters Food Webs and Energy Pyramids Ed Puzzle video with 10 questions. That was for 20 points. I hope you guys like the Amoeba Sisters. They're some of my favorites. So week 9 reminders. Continue watching your Ed Puzzle videos, answering the questions so that you can get credit for the entire assignment. Join me in office hours to get help with your assignments. Remember, I'm there 10 to 12 and 1 to 3. If you need help, that's when you need to come and see me. Okay? This is your last week. There are only 80 points left. You know, we get about 20 points a day, so that gives you 80 total points to have the opportunity to earn this week. And I'm just putting in a little plug. Join us for the virtual scavenger hunt on Wednesday at 11:30 instead of virtual lunch. You can go to Mr. Lyons' Google Meet link and you can play to win McDonald's gift cards. Ask your advisor about it if you didn't get the information. All right, let's take a look at our assignment today. So you are now watching the Ed Puzzle video. Make sure you watch this all the way to the end so that you can get all of your directions. And we are doing our very last stations lab of the trimester, Energy Pyramids. So just like you have before, follow the directions for each of the stations, answer the questions, submit. Click submit to save your progress. There are 7 stations total. You can divide them up as you wish, and they will be due by midnight on Wednesday. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, when you open your Energy Pyramid Stations Lab Google form, this is what it will look like. So you want to enter your first name, your last name, and your correct class letter. This is a reminder to save your progress so that you can start this form, leave it, and come back and still have your work saved. So when you click submit, make sure that when you come back, it says you've already responded, but you can edit this submission and then you can pick up where you left off, and then make sure that you're clicking submit for the final time by Wednesday at midnight. So let's look at our 7 stations. Our Watch It station. This is a Khan Academy video that you can watch right here. It talks about the impact of changes to trophic pyramids, and then there are a couple questions that you will get the answers to by watching that video. If you need to watch it more than once, you can always stop and go back. So there is task 1, 2, and 3. Those questions can be found in the video. The Research It station, you are using this website, and there are some questions here. So the first one says, click through the 3 parts of the introduction, then work through the kelp example. Okay, which organisms in the food chain do otters affect indirectly? So you're going to need to follow this kind of step by step at this website to answer these questions. So number 2 is about the Arctic tundra case study, and I'll show these to you. The African savanna and the Venezuelan jungle case study. So as you do each one of these case studies, when you click through to the end, you'll have the answer to that question. So when you open it, you'll go here, click the blue Launch Interactive button, and it looks like this. So you'll start at the introduction, read the information, you'll click through it here. There's a cute video there of otters that I love. My son wants to have an otter. He thinks it can swim in the bathtub. He even finds YouTube videos of other people with otters swimming in their bathtubs. So yeah, he loves otters. So you watch that video and then click through here. Okay, so it's very easy to follow. So you know you're at 3 of 3, you finish the introduction. Here's the kelp example that it asks you to click through to answer that first question. So it's just click through, you just read the information, see what it tells you. Okay, that's how you click through. And then you go to the case studies. And I finished them already, but you won't see these check marks until you finish. There's the Arctic tundra, the African savanna, and the Venezuelan jungle. So as you click through those, just looks like this. You follow the directions. You can click positive or negative. It'll tell you if you're right or wrong. And you just click through. And as you finish, just read the directions, and then you can check your answer, and that'll enable you to answer those questions. You go back and do those 3 case studies. Okay, so that is the Research It station. You'll be able to answer those questions. Okay, the Read It station. This is a simple one. There is the page for you to read. You know, you can always click on this and enlarge it if you need to. And then there are 4 questions. Maybe there are 3 questions. I have to renumber that. 1, 2, and 3. I can fix that before you guys see this. Station 4 is Illustrate It. So this is important. Search the web. Find an actual photograph that clearly shows at least 3 organisms that are involved in the same food chain. So these should be actual pictures of animals that are involved in the same food chain. Upload your image here. Okay. Important, this image should not be a drawing or a computer-generated image. It should be a real-life photograph. So some of you had a problem figuring out how to do this last time. So let's say we're going to our Google search, and I'm not going to actually do this for you, but let's just say, you know, we're going to pick the picture of the cheetah here. If this was the picture that you would want, you choose that. When you right-click, you want to Save Image As. And when you save it, make sure you're putting it on your desktop and call it something that you'll recognize. So if you were choosing this photo, then you just want to save that to your desktop. Okay? Then when you go back here, if this is the picture you want to upload, you click Add File. Select files from your device because we've saved it on our laptop, and then we're on our desktop and we just find where it says cheetah. There it is. You click it, you open it, and you upload it. And that's all the more difficult it is. Now there's your picture right there. Okay, so you have your cheetah. So remember, it's an actual real-life photograph of at least 3 organisms involved in a food chain. Okay, so you might have to search a little bit to find a good picture. Then name the 3 organisms in the food chain from your picture, so tell me what they are, and designate each as a producer, primary consumer, secondary consumer, or tertiary consumer. So you have to be able to name them. What role do they play in that food chain? All right, that's the Illustrate It. Number 5 is Organize It. You're using some diagrams that we have in here. There's a good example right there. Okay, so you're using that to match the terms with the correct amount of associated energy. So this is the most. Which one of these things has the most energy? The next most. Which one has the least energy? So you want to choose one thing in each one of these rows. Okay. The station number 6, Play It. Now this is something new. So to access this assignment, you want to go to, and here's the link, it's login at legendsoflearning.com. Then enter your teacher code when prompted, which is Fritz5. Okay, and click the assignment named Assignment Playlist Food Webs in an Ecosystem. So here there are 6 different games that you can play. You need to play 2 of them. When you finish each game, take a screenshot of your final screen and upload them below. So you'll do that the same way I showed you up above. You can add a file. There's a screenshot of your chosen game number 1 and your chosen game number 2. So when you go here, if you are a student, you will log in. We want a teacher playlist. Your teacher code is Fritz5. Next. Okay. You can have a brand new account. You can sign up with your Google account. Yours will show up there. And if you are the student, your playlist is right here. Okay, so here's your playlist. You can click your playlist. You have a choice of 2 of any of those 6 games. Okay, and you can play any ones that you want. So there's your playlist. You have some options there. Okay, all right. So that is play it, and then the very last station is assess it. So there are 4 sort of review quiz questions that you can answer. Don't forget to click submit. If you're not done, you can edit your response, and then you want to submit it for the final time by Wednesday at midnight. So I'm letting you divide those 7 stations up as you like. You can do all of them at once. You can split them up 3 and 4. You can wait till Wednesday as long as you get them in Wednesday night by midnight. So make sure you're saving your progress by clicking submit. And some of you have asked me, there will not be any extra credit work. There's not any extra work. The only way right now that you can bring up your grade is by completing these last 4 assignments this week to the absolute best of your ability and earning all 80 possible points. So, keep your eye on the prize. The end is in sight. This is your last stations lab, so we've done plenty of them. This is the very last one for this trimester, although they will make a reappearance in 10th and 11th grade, so don't worry. Different topics, same procedure, so you guys will be used to that. But the end is in sight. See me if you need some help. Don't quit now. You're very close to finished, so good luck with your assignments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.